Okay. I hope I'm live now. Oh my gosh. Crazy, crazy. All right. Can you guys hear me? I don't know what I did, but I hit something and it turned it like mine was showing live, but it was going the wrong direction. So it was, uh-oh, I think I got the ceiling now. Hold on. Okay. Oh my God, I hope you can't see me. I'm in my pajamas. Oh my gosh, this morning is just not starting off very good. Okay, so hopefully you didn't see me in that little mess. I don't know what happened, but I was getting ready to hit the live button and I hit something and it went vertical instead of horizontal. And then it said it was live on my phone, but it wasn't live on the computer. And I was trying to figure out how to get back to the screen. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So I think I'm good now. Let me scoot that in just a little bit. All right, so we are doing some quick and easy cards today. I have so much of this paper, and it's on the last chance list right now for $8.25. So if you have not got any of this, it's really pretty paper. I'm gonna show it to you. And it is a bargain. So it's like 35% off right now. So we've got 2 sheets of different colors. So you have your, this is the front and the back. So we've got this pattern, and then we've got this pattern. That's the back of that one. Then we've got Old Olive, and that's the back. And here's the other piece. Wait a minute, that's the back. And this piece with the daisies, that's the back. And then we've got the these 2 pieces of Night of Navy, and that's the back of those. So what I did was I just did a super easy card using every sheet in the pack, and that is called Serene Love. And I took every sheet in the pack. So this is your 4 sides of the Lost Lagoon. This is the 4 sides of the Old Olive, and then the 4 sides of the Night of Navy. So that shows you all 12 sides of the papers in here. And I really think it's pretty, and this is very easy to do. And you can do it with any paper you want. You don't have to have this paper, but I just have a lot of this and I want to get rid of it since it's on the retiring list. So let me go back and say hello to everybody. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Tony. Hey, Kay. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Myra. Hey, Jana. Oh, you got up really early because it's only 7 o'clock there. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Linda. Hey, Paula. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Tracy. Oh, I think I said Tracy. Yep. Darlene. Lynn, Pearl. So anxious to hear about my mother. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you about that in a second. Hey, Reva. Hey, Anya. Hey, Kay. Oh, I already said Kay. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Karen. Hey, Diane. Yeah, it's still cold here. So we ended up getting 10, at my house, I got 10 inches of snow on Wednesday. And it was beautiful. And thank goodness the streets are clear now. There's still a bunch left in the yard, but the streets are clear. So, you know, if you guys live in the north, you're used to the snow and they clear it right away. But here, you know, we don't have snow plows. So what they do is they put like a snow plow attachment on the front of a dump truck. And they don't have that many of them. So it takes, you know, a long time to clear the roads here. And they never get to the side roads, hardly ever. So like in the neighborhoods and stuff, that never gets plowed. So if you can get out of your neighborhood, you can usually get somewhere, but a lot of places just close down. But it is supposed to be 45 today. The snow did melt a lot yesterday. And I looked at the weather forecast, and it's actually supposed to be in the 60s next week. So that's exciting. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Trina. Hey, Karen. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Tony. You feeling better? Doing collagen dressing. Never heard of that. Hey, Mario. Hey, Lori. Hey, Marie. glad you're feeling better, Tony. Hey, Beth. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Julie. Hey, Robin. All right, I'm going to stop there. You see, I put on there, I was starting over. I had to fix it. I thought I had to start completely over, but it actually just, it kept my video. It didn't actually, it started a video, but it didn't start this one. So I found this one and started it over. So that's a good thing. Thank y'all for getting up so early with me. Yeah, 10 inches is a lot. For here, that was the biggest snowstorm we've had in, I would say, almost 10 years, because I think the last time we got at least 10 inches was, it was almost 10 years ago, I think. Because normally we never get more than a couple inches. So, all right, so these cards are super easy. I'm also using this stamp set today, Heartfelt Hexagon. You can use any stamp set you want, but this one goes great with the Hexagon Punch, which is what we're using. And I think it was a bundle in the Spring Mini, maybe. So that is what we're using. I got a couple Happy Mail cards. So let me show you those. Two are from Sue Deppis. She sent me two, and they are both gorgeous. And using one of my favorite stamp sets. Love, love, love this stamp set. So, love the coloring too. She did a great job coloring. Love it. I'm not sure what the polka dot paper is, but love that. And then this is the other one using the same stamp set. Oh, and she sent me stamps. Thank you so much. So thankful when I get stamps and gifts from you guys. And then I got also a St. Patrick's Day card. This one is from Ann Welch, or On. I'm not sure if it's Ann or On Welch. And she sent me this cute little St. Patrick's Day gnome card. So thank you so much for that. And so that was my Happy Mail. Then don't forget, this is your last, no, not last chance. You still have like 6 more days. So here's the card kit with the hydrangea stamp. This is a brand new stamp set that's going to be online for everybody in about a week or so. So you can get all 3 of these cards. Well, not the cards. You get the supplies to make the cards. If your order's over 50 and you use the host code. And we've only got about a month left of using that host code, because then they're going to get rid of it. And we have a whole new plan. And if your order's over 100, you'll get the gems too. So there you go for that. All right, so let me read some more comments. Oh, Michelle, you're waiting for yours to start melting. I was worried because Wednesday was in the 20s, and then Thursday was in the 30s, but yesterday got up to 40, like 2, and then today is supposed to be like 45. But it was sunny. It was really, really sunny, so it felt a lot warmer than that out. And then next week's going to be 60s. Hey, Tracy, first time live. Yay. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, hey, Evelyn from Germany. So we have Anya and Evelyn from Germany on here this morning. And Joan from Minnesota. Hey, Jalen. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Louise. Hey, Karen. All right, hopefully I got most of you. Hey, Valerie. All right, so we're going to do 2 at a time. So I think I'm going to start with the Old Olive and then do the Lost Lagoon and then the Night of Navy. So what I did, I started going diagonal, and then I moved it down a little bit. So this one's not quite diagonal. It's more of a half diagonally. And then this one goes straight across. So they're all kind of the same but different, but you can cut any way you want, and it works the same. So you need, for all these, we're doing the 6, 2 of each color. So I've got all the different colors here, and somewhere my sticker came off. Wait a minute. There it is. My sticker got mixed up. All right, so 8.5 by 5.5. Lost Lagoon, Old Olive, Night of Navy, 2 of each. You need 12 sheets of the white, and that's for 6 for the front, 6 for the inside. 5 1/4 by 4, And then your 6 pieces of designer paper, 5 by 3�4. So those are all your layers. And here, let me put these out so you can see them better. Hopefully that'll work. I know I've got this close now. Okay. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Yeah, this paper was from a couple years ago, but it was black and white, and they brought it back in color. So it was all black and white at first. Now they brought the paper back and changed it to the colors, but it was only for a limited time. So I guess they thought, you know, like 3 or 4 months was enough, and now it's on the retiring list again. So your backyard's like a skating rink. Snow melts, turns to ice, then it snows again. I posted pictures of my yard, front and backyard on Facebook. So if any of you guys are on Facebook, I think I posted on Instagram too. And I posted pictures of both my front and backyard. Yeah, and my backyard looked really, really pretty because it's on the water, and it was just very peaceful looking. Really, really pretty, especially because it's winter out there. There's no flowers growing or anything. All right, so I think we're going to start with the old olive first. So this is just straight diagonal. I can't have that up there. Okay. So for the old olive, we need our 2 pieces of old olive. And I did already cut this old olive pieces. So we need 4 of these, 2 for the inside and 2 for the front. I think that's only 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I didn't cut the other ones yet, but I did cut the old olive. And I did make a boo-boo and had to redo it. So here's what you do. So say you got this piece. Here we go. All right, so there's that piece, and here's the other piece. So that was like my flower piece was the main one. So the first time I cut it, I cut them on top of each other, like say this. So I cut them like this, the same direction. Well, then that messed me up because what you need to do is take them and flip it and then cut it. So you get them the right way. Because if you don't flip, then you end up with these 2 together instead of the opposite sides. So that goes with that. And then this goes, whoops, nope, that's wrong. This goes, wait a minute. That goes with that. That goes with this. Okay. Here we go. All right. So you have to cut the opposite, not the opposite, but flip it the other way. So you have the front of one, the back of another one. Hopefully that makes sense to you. I'll show you on the next one. All right, so here we go. So we're going to put these together like this. We're going to put them together first because I put this piece right here, and you don't have to do that, but I want to put it on the white like this. So you have it there, and you have it there. And then I've got all these little strips that are like 1/2 inch, just scraps. And I wanted to put that here like that. But what happens is if you glue this down first, then that's not going to be like right up on the edge like that. So I was like, shoot, how am I going to do that without wasting another piece of paper to put this piece on? So what I did was I wanted these both like lined up together like that. Let me get this out of the way. So I wanted these together, and I wanted this right down the middle like that. So here's what I did. I put tape, and I use tape instead of glue, right down the middle here. And I just stuck them together. So line it up exactly how you want it, and then put it down. Kind of like right on the crease. So then you've got it like that, and that's pretty straight. I mean, if you wanted to pull it off and get it a tiny bit straighter, you could, but that holds it together enough so that you can just trim this part off. And then you have that border there in the middle. Oops, I need some more glue right here. Hold it together. All right, so just trim that off. And if you don't want this piece right here, you don't have to put it there, but I think it just looks better having it like split the two, covering the seam up. I really should have my glasses on because I can't see. All right, so there's our first layer. So that'll go on there. So see how nice that looks with that on top. So we're gonna do the same thing with this one. So we lay them down how you want them. And then we're gonna take another piece, and I didn't really measure this. This is just a scrap, and put it, that would, see, that's better if I lay it down on top, then I know how long to put it. All right, then flip it over. Make sure they're really lined up good. Now I could probably put this down like this and lay them on top of each other. That would work too. But I'm gonna do that. That came out exactly right at the corner. Yep. Okay, so there we go. And then just trim that one. Oh, so let me tell you about my mother. So, on the last episode of Stamping with Lisa, you guys heard my saga. So that was happening, that was on Tuesday, and that was like, oh my gosh, such a horrible day. So I took her to the hospital Tuesday, and I stayed there with her most of the day, and then she was just really, really sick, you know, with the stomach thing. And so they did all these tests, and then I left about, I don't know, 4:30, 5 o'clock, about 4:30 probably. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, that's back. And came home, and she calls me, like, right before I go on the live video and says, they're sending her home, and she wants me to come get her. And I'm like, I'm not coming to get you. I said, there's no way you can go home, you know? And I said, she was really sick, and she just could not, like, take care of herself. And so I told the doctor, and the doctor was just rude as she could be. And she's like, well, you know, she's not sick enough that we need to keep her in the hospital, admit her, you know, blah, blah. I said, yes, she is. I said, she's, like, very sick. She hasn't eaten. She's so weak, she can hardly walk. And she's like, well, we did tests. You couldn't find anything wrong, but we're giving her antibiotics and blah, blah, blah. And so I was, like, really upset. I said, well, I'm not coming to get her. So I said, you got to keep her, and I think you need to do some more tests because she's not okay. So the doctor was really mad, but not much she could do. So luckily, the next day, she got a wonderful doctor who listened to her and actually started treating her, you know, for what was wrong. And, you know, they decided to keep her there for a few days and, you know, actually make sure she was better. She's not all the way better, but they did find a rehab place for her to go. So she went to rehab last night, and I'm going to go over there today. And they're going to keep her there, and then they're going to do, like, OT and PT to try and get her back stronger. She's lost about 15 pounds because she's been so sick. And she's not that big to begin with because she's only 5 feet tall, and she weighs maybe like 150, but I think she's down to 130 something. So she just couldn't keep, everything she ate was going right through. So, you know, it's too much for me to do. So they finally decided, okay, we're gonna try and fix her instead of just sticking her back at home so she can get sick again. All right, so for the inside, I had all these little scraps left over. So I'm just gonna put them down at the bottom. And so you could use either side. And, or you could put it at the top too. I don't know if that has a right side or not. Whoops. I just got glue everywhere. Okay. Let's wipe that off. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm gonna have to use my pajamas to wipe that off. Pretend you don't see this. Okay. All right, so that'll go on that one, and then this one can go over here. So I finally got a little bit of a break because I was going over there like every other day, you know, to try to take care of her. And it was just hard because she'd be okay while I was there, and as soon as I left, she'd go downhill. So she really needs somebody with her like all the time. All right, so this is going to go on the inside of this one. And then this one's going to go on the inside of this one. But she's not exactly happy about going to the rehab place, but she knows that's where she needs to be because she needs somebody to be there all the time, and she needs to get her strength back. I don't know if she'll be able to come back home or not, but you know, she just can't be by herself right now, so it's a good thing she's there. I just hope it's going to be a nice place. That's last time the place she was in was not that great. All right, so what I did for this one, I used both of these, and I punched it out the first time ahead of time. So I punched this one out, then stamped it, and it came out a little crooked. So I'm going to try to stamp it first and then punch it out and see what happens. So we're going to stamp this, and I'm using Old Olive. So let's stamp that twice. And then we're going to stamp the words. And, oh, I just got my finger in there. The words are going to go this way. So let's see how straight I can get it. All right. Pretty good. So there we go. All right, so there's our two words. And then, oh, I want to dip it in here. So let me punch that out. So just line it up. See, a lot of times if they're clear stamps, I just punch them out ahead of time. But that frame right there was just hard to line up if it was already punched. So there we go. All right. So now we've got our words, and I wanted to dip it. So just dip it in your ink pad. You could use a back piece if you wanted to, but I wanted to make these cards like super simple so you could make a bunch all at once. I wanted to say thank you for all of you guys that sent me messages and were praying for me and my mother, and I was just praying for a solution so she could get some help. And so I think she's definitely in the right place right now to get help, and I really hope she gets better and can go home. I don't know if she will or not, but the dementia is kind of what's worrying me now, because I talked to a lot of you guys who have been through the same thing, and it's weird because it's like I'll be talking to her and she seems totally fine, but then she'll say something that's totally like off the wall, and you're like, what? That doesn't make sense. And you're not sure if she's really telling you the truth or if she's making it up. Like one thing she said was, you know, when she got the good doctor the next day, she said, yeah, the doctor came around and he and his wife own the hospital and they have a little girl, and they came to see me and they told me they were going to take care of me and make me better. And she said they were really different doctors, and you know, they do all this stuff. And she's telling, I said, I don't think they're the owners of the hospital, because this is a hospital that's like a huge corporation. You know, it's like a big giant corporation. It's not like two people own the hospital. And I said, I seriously doubt these two doctors own the hospital and work there. That just doesn't seem right. So, I mean, I don't know. I think she was making that up because it's a giant company that owns like a ton of medical facilities around here. And I'm pretty sure it's not two doctors that work at the hospital. All right, we're using these Druzy gems for this, and I'm going to use the gold ones and just put a couple on here. And just wherever you want. Let me see. I'll put them on the flowers. All right, so there's those, and then put a couple on here. Oh my gosh, you know what I just forgot again is my shimmer spray. I'm telling you, my head's not wrapped on tight right now. And I thought I was doing good and was like ahead of the schedule, and then I just looked at my schedule for next week and I realized I'm way far behind. I got so much to do next week, and I thought I was all caught up. Nope. I forgot about 3 or 4 different things I've got going on next week. So, all right, so tie a little bow with, this is the gold thread. Let me read some comments. Yes, I am glad she is being looked after. Oh, Jalen, you should get the punch. Yeah, the Let's Eat Cake one is good. Sure, if you want to send my mother a card, just send it to me. I'll put my address up at the end, and I can take it to her. And I need not dimensionals, glue dots. Yeah, she loved getting the cards last time. She was showing them when she was in the rehab before. She was showing them to like all the people who were working there. And so we're just gonna put that right there. And she saved them all. And she was just so touched that, oops, I gotta tie another one first. I swear I can't talk and chew gum at the same time. So touched that people who didn't even know her were sending her cards. Because she really doesn't like have any friends anymore, you know. She had a few good friends like for a long time and they all died, and she doesn't really have any family except me. She has a couple sisters, but they don't live here and they're older, and one has Alzheimer's. So she does talk to one of her sisters pretty much every day, but she's in North Carolina. Okay, so there we go. So there's those two. So the first 2 cards are done. And I would spray them, but I left my spray in the other room. I guess I'm losing my mind too. I don't know. All right, so that's the first 2. So that's doing the diagonal cut. So there you go. And see, this is the opposite. So I used the opposite side of what I had left. So when I cut that, well, you see how it does backward. Same thing with that. All right, so there's those. So that's the first set. And then we're gonna go to Lost Lagoon next. So we're doing these 2. And we've got our Lost Lagoon pieces, and we need our white. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I might have grabbed 5. Yeah, I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, so here's what I'm talking about. So we want the flowers to be the main part. So one of them I have to cut upside down. So that way when I cut it and flip it, it'll be the right way. So this time we're gonna cut not diagonal, like the last one I cut diagonal. So I put it, you know, point to point in here. This one, I went down a little bit on each side. So I'm gonna cut like here about 1 inch down and about 1 inch up, and just make sure they're lined up. So we're gonna do here maybe like 1 inch to 1 inch. Doesn't have to be exact, just close. And cut. So there you go. So see, now we can do, whoops, this one together, and then this one together. All right. So we're gonna start, actually we gotta put our strips together. So this goes with this, just like that. And again, I've got the strips here, these 1/2" strips. And let me read some more comments. Yeah, the dementia is really hard, but I don't know. I almost think maybe it's better she doesn't know like exactly what's going on, but you know, some days she's really totally there and some days she's just not. Yeah, I'm really hoping. It's those rehab places, it's all about who works there. So hopefully they have some good people. Yeah, I figured out don't argue with her because she knows she's right, even though she's not. And when you try to argue with her, she's like, why are you making this stuff up and telling me this and da da da. All right, so we want to put some right here. Make sure it's lined up. Oops. And if it's not perfectly straight, it's not a big deal. As long as they're stuck there. And then just trim that off. All right, so there's one. I'll put that way. And then this one, same thing. So put them, line them up. And take the other one. You could use the green glue, but I think that's just messier. Keeps moving on me. I think that one moved. Hold on. Yep. Okay. Alrighty, so then just trim that. So now we've got our 2 cards ready to go. So we're gonna layer that on the white. I'm gonna use the green glue for that. I know a lot of you guys are commenting. I'll go back and read them later. Because I can't walk and chew gum at the same time when I'm making cards. That's funny, Joan. I mean, Tony, that your doctor's last name is the same as Joan's last name. Okay, that one on there, and then this one's gonna go on here. Ah! I just hit it with the glue. I'm having a glue problem today. Making a mess. I have not gotten out of my pajamas in 2 days, so I tell you, when it snows and you can't go out and you're just like, I did pay somebody to come shovel my driveway because I was like, I do have a snow shovel, but I am in no shape whatsoever to go out and shovel snow. So I posted, we have a Nextdoor app. You guys probably have that where you are. It's like a neighborhood app. So I posted, you know, looking for somebody to come shovel my driveway and walkway. And within like 5 minutes, I had like 4 people offering to do it. So I had a guy come over and he did it for like $50 and did a great job. And it only took him like 30 minutes. And he cleaned my car off and everything. So that was well worth $50 to me to not have to do it. Oh, Jalen, that's awful. All right, and then again, the inside of this, I'm going to do the same thing. So I've got some scraps here. So I've got this one And that one, I think I'm gonna use the other side because there's not much showing. Well, that's not gonna work. Hold on. There's just not much flowers on this piece right here, but that's okay. All right. Yeah, she gets upset when I leave. And she's like, I don't want you to go. It's really like she's become a child and I'm the mother, you know? That's what's kind of weird. Is when your parent becomes your child. I don't know if that's got a right side or not. But I really never thought I'd have to deal with that. I don't know why, but I guess you kind of just hope your parents... I mean, my dad died 30 years ago, so I never had to go through that with him, but you just hope your parents will just get old and pass away and not go through all this stuff. And it'll be easy. But okay, so there's those two, and then we're gonna do the words. So for this one I used, oops, wrong. I used Pretty Peacock for the ink. And I did punch these out ahead of time. So I've got 2 of the hexagons. And we're doing sending you lots of love and hugs, which is a great sentiment because everybody needs that. I posted on Facebook the other day, I really need a hug, and I could also use some chocolate and $10 million. I really could use the $10 million. Even 1 million would be good, but 10 million would be even better. All right, we're gonna dip. We're not ripping, we're just dipping. So just dipping today. I love dipping the edges. I was kind of mad. I was flipping through YouTube last night looking at card ideas and stuff. And I see this picture and I'm like, oh, there's my video. And then I looked at it, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not my video. But it had my cards there. And I looked at it and I said, that's so weird. And I had the cards from that video sitting right on the table, and I picked them up and I looked at them and I said, these are the exact same cards as that video. And I lost the dimensionals. Oh, here they are. And I said, that is crazy. And so I clicked on it and I start watching it, and this girl's doing my cards. And I checked the date, and it was like a week after I had done the video. And I was like, wow. I mean, I sure don't mind if you copy my cards at all, but to make a video of it and then claim it as your own, that kind of bothers me. But, you know, at least to give me credit if you take my ideas and make a video with it. But if you're a demonstrator and you want to use my cards for classes, I totally don't care. But if you make a video, you should at least say where you got the idea. I always try to give people credit if I borrow somebody's ideas. All right, so then I lost my gems now. How am I losing everything? I feel like Susan Campfield. She's always like, I lost it. Here they are. She does that take a sip thing if she loses something and then finds it. All right, for this one, we're using the silver ones. So we're gonna put, let's see, 3 of these on here. 1 there. I love these gems. You can put some in the flowers if you want, maybe 1, whoops, down here. Because I try to put mostly all original ideas on my videos, but occasionally I'll like take an idea and kind of roll with it. I hardly ever do somebody's exact card, but Anyway, I know if you're a demonstrator, you know how it feels, but let's put that right in the center. All right, so there's those two, and I would love to spray them, but I forgot my spray. All right, so there's the Lost Lagoon. Yeah, I need to get a power of attorney too. The 23rd. What's the 23rd? Today? Tomorrow? Take a sip. I know I got some water. I'll take a sip. Too bad I don't have a glass of wine. It's too early in the day. If I did it like Susan Campfield, the sip it, I'd be peeing in my pants by the end of the video probably because I'd be drinking so much. If I drink that much in a video, because I lose everything. Yeah, adult cocktail. We could do that on Tuesday night. Just get yourself an adult beverage and I'll lose everything. We'll be drunk by the end of the video. That would be a really funny video. If you guys think I'm funny now, you should see me when I have a couple drinks in me. Then that is a funny Lisa. All right, so these are the next two. So we've got our Night of Navy bases, and then we've got our 4. Wait a minute, I think I got too much white. 1, 2, 3. I guess that's 4. Feels like there's 5. Our 4 white, and then our 2 flower pieces. Now this one I'm gonna do a little bit different because this one's going straight across. So I wanted to have more of the flower than of the bottom. So this one, we're gonna do them together with the flower side up, and I'm just gonna cut it at 3 inches here. So we're gonna cut straight across 3 inches. Make sure they're going the right way. I don't think these really have up or down. I don't know. So we'll cut 3 inches. And then you got 3 and 2, and then we're gonna swap them out. Okay. Now this one, you could cut your scrap piece ahead of time because you know this is gonna be 3 3/4 across. The diagonal ones are kind of hard to measure ahead of time. So I did cut these strips ahead of time. So we wanna put the bigger flower part at the top. And I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it down. Make sure this is the right, oh look, it is a little bit hanging over. So let me just do that the same way I did the other ones. Let's do those 2 together and these 2 together. Oh, I kind of wanted the stripes going the other way, but that's all right. All right, so tape. All right, put these together. I could have just trimmed this ahead of time. Let me just put it on here like that. I don't know how I cut that too long. I don't know, I guess when you cut pieces, sometimes I just get a sliver off. All right, so that one's good. And then this one, let's see if this one's the right. And that one looks like just the right. Okay, so we can go ahead and just glue that straight down. Yeah, we need to think of an original game for my channel. I don't want to copy somebody else's. I always thought that was funny though when I watched her videos and I'm like, what is this take a sip thing about? Then I realized it was like every time she loses something. Which happens a lot. I think if you don't do videos, you don't realize how hard it is to do live videos because you do get still nervous. Like I still get nervous. Even though I've been doing these for a long time, I still get nervous every single time. And this is pretty easy to line up because you got the stripes on here and the patterns. So you can kind of tell. Darn it, that did come off a little bit too long. Let me just snip that just a teeny, teeny bit. There we go. Okay, so now we've got that base, this one. Oops. I guess that wouldn't have mattered. I could have just flipped paper around. Okay. I really wish, you know how we have this gold thread, I wish they would make some silver thread like the gold. We do have the ribbons, but they're thicker, and I don't like them. I like the thread one better. So I was looking for a joke before the video, and I tell you, I'm running out of jokes, folks, so you gotta send me some jokes. Annie says she does take a sip, and some days she has a 2-liter bottle of Diet Dew ready. Oh my God. I would not make it through the video if I had to drink that much. I don't drink soda, but I drink a lot of water. But I try to drink about a sip before I start the video, and then maybe a sip or two during the video. But oh, the gold thread is that's weird that it's always out, because I've ordered it like 5 times. Just don't take a sip. I'll just make you guys take sips and I won't take a sip. Okay, so then for the inside, I've got 2 pieces of scraps somewhere. Where are my blue scraps? Here we go. All right, so we've got that one and that one. And you can use either side, doesn't matter. But I like the flowery side. That's gonna go with this one. Try not to make a glue mess on this card. I have a whole pile of these scraps from cutting these up. You could just stamp something on the inside if you wanted to. That would work. That's so funny. You can't see the glue. There's the glue. I know it's funny, Beth told me you can't see it, but there is glue there, trust me. So I just finished yesterday working on my class for this week. So, darn it, I had glue. Hold on. Oh, I had ink too. I'm telling you, pajamas work great. So I have a pajama eraser. My pajama top is my eraser. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I finished my cards yesterday for my class. I have 2 classes this week on Tuesday and Thursday doing the mixed media floral memories and more kit. Boy, say that 5 times fast. Mixed media floral memories and more kit. So we're doing 8 cards. I did 4, I think 3 or 4 of them last time on the video. So you can check that out. And then I did, actually I made 5 more yesterday. So we'll be having that class this week. And then I'll show you those cards probably Tuesday night, maybe Tuesday. Well, I don't want to do that Tuesday night because then that would, I want it to be a surprise for my Thursday class. So, all right, we're going to use the same words as I just did last time. And this is Night of Navy. Okay, and we're gonna dip it again. And this is a brand new ink pad, so I hope it doesn't smear, because the first time I dipped it, it smeared because it was so juicy. So I'm gonna try to be really careful. But I love that mixed media floral memories and more kit. You can make so many cards out of that. And oh, we could eat chocolate. Well, I'm already overweight. I don't need to eat more chocolate. I'd be getting sick. It's funny because I'm not a big candy person. I like I'll eat a piece of candy now and then, but my really big weakness is ice cream. Like if I have ice cream, oh man, I did get ink on that. I don't know how, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. Where am I getting ink from? Oh, there we go. There it is. That's the culprit. Darn it. And I got it on both sides. Aggravating. If I had a bowl of ice cream, like every day, I'd be so happy, but I'd get super, super duper fat. So I haven't bought ice cream in a little while. The last one I had was that Tillamook Apple Crisp one, and that, oh my God, it was so good. A lot of you guys went and bought it too. It is the best ice cream. I think I should be getting a commission off every time I say Tillamook in my videos. Because I totally send them a lot of business. What do you call that if you're a influencer for Tillamook? I should get a commission. All right, so there's our two things. Try to pretend like I didn't make a mess right there on that word. All right, let's put our gems on. So this one is still the silver ones. And, whoops. I'm going to put one there. And then one in the flower. And let's do another one in that flower. Same for this one. Too bad I can't cover up the S. Pretend like I didn't make that boo-boo. All right, so there we go. All righty, so here's all the blue ones. And so here's, let's bring back all of these. So we've got our blue, our Lost Lagoon, and our Old Olive. So you can make all those cards. Look at how fast that was. Yeah, Reva, I know I'm good at lives because I do laugh at myself. It'd be boring if I was just doing a video and nobody was on here. Put a gem on the smudge. Yeah, I kind of did, but it's on top of the letter right there, so can't really do right on top of that. They do need to sponsor me. I know. I should get like a coupon code. So every time somebody buys it using the coupon or something, that I would get a commission off the Tillamook. But you can't buy it online because it's ice cream, so. That's so funny. Yeah, I wish they would send me a ton of coupons. All right, so it is time for the joke. And this one is funny, but it's not like one of my all-time favorite funny ones. It's not dirty or anything. So let me pull it up. Thanks, you guys. Y'all are so sweet. Love the Lost Lagoon one. I love all of them. Oops, my bow messed up. There we go. I always try to smush it in there so it won't move. Love the Night of Navy and Lost Lagoon. I love all of them. I think they're really pretty. But see, you can cut it any way you want to. So you can do diagonal, straight across, or, you know, halfway between. So any cut you want to make works. So they're really easy. Oh, man, Shirley, your grocery store had buy one, get one free last week. Oh, that would be a bargain. All right, so let me pull the joke up. So this one is from Vicki Eakins. She's my best joke sender. She sent me this one a long time ago, and I never used it. So, uh-oh, I just hit something. Hold on. Oh, there we go. All right. So last week, we ordered Chinese takeout from a local place. I won't name them, but I picked it up, and as I was driving home, I heard the bags rustling and moving. I thought, what the heck is that? Has something got in the bag? I thought I could see a little pair of eyes peering out at me. I was driving, so I leaned forward, picked up the bag, put it in the passenger seat, and there it was, more rustling and little eyes looking out behind the shrimp chips. I thought, it's got to be a rat or a mouse or something. So I carefully pulled the bag down, and there it was, a Peking duck. That's cute. So that was my cute joke of the day. Not a dirty joke, but just a cute joke. Thank you, Vicki, for sending me that. And if any of you guys have some great jokes, I've used so many that I'm running out of original ones. I'm going to have to start just doing some old ones that I've done before. So, uh-oh, my page is just spinning in circles. Okay. Let me go back to the video. Okay, so it is time for card giveaway. So I should give away some of these cards today. Let me do that. All right, we'll give away 1, 2. I have one from last time that was not given away. That didn't get claimed. So, Kay, you've got a little bit more time to and here we go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have one of these back. So here's 5 cards. There we go. So you can get today's cards. Uh-oh. I'm kind of buffering a little bit. Hopefully you guys not buffering. Are you guys buffering? Or is it just me? Okay. All right, first winner is Joan. Joan Ballinger. I think I spelled that wrong. Is it A-N or... I don't know. I think I just saw it on here as I-N. So Joan's on here. Let's see who's next. Vicky Kemp. Next one is Gail W. I don't know if Gail's on here or not. And Sweet Sarah. Has Sweet Sarah on here. And last one for today. Hold on. Ah, Marva. I think Marva's on here. Yep, there's Marva. All right, so almost everybody's on here today. So we've got Joan. I know Joan I saw on here. Vicky's on here. Gail, I'm not sure. Sweet Sarah and Marva. All right. So there you go. Congratulations, everybody. Oh, I forgot to open my screen back up. There we go. So you can see it better. Okay. So make sure if you're watching, oh, I forgot to put my address here. All right, so here's my email address, stampgirl2@cox.net. If you won, make sure you send me your address, stampgirl2@cox.net. And then if you want to send me or my mother a card, here's my address. And I've also got the addresses for other people who you might want to send a card or prayers for. Prayers are always appreciated for everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you guys for your support. Oh, my mother's name is Millie, M-I-L-L-I-E. Because remember I told that joke the other day with Millie and Harold at the senior home, the old folks home. I thought that was so funny. I told it to her. She thought it was hysterical. And then I've got one more on the back of this. Diana. And Tony, we got your name on here, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay. All right, you guys. So thank you so much for, oh, 200 people watching. Wow. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Stay warm, everybody, except people in Australia are already warm. They're the only ones, I think. Everybody else is pretty cold. So stay warm, do some stamping, make these easy cards, and don't forget, if you want to order, make sure you use the host code. And oh, also, don't forget it's Celebration still for one more week. So you can get your free items and for $60. And also the starter kit special is going on, so don't forget about that. And I'll see you back on Tuesday night for another fun video. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.